Hello, beautiful, beautiful black people. I hope that this day is a very, very good day for you and all of your wonderful, wonderful black loved ones. Beautiful black people, beautiful, intelligent black people. Know that this lily white, racist Republican Party are not interested in legislation or legislating. That is of no interest to the white races, white supremacy dominated Republican Party. And you do know that the Republican Party is white supremacy and white nationalists dominated from the core of the party. They have always been. What the Republican Party is good at is offering resistance to all things, all policies that advance the American people. The Republican Party are experts at. The GOP are experts at offering policies / resistance to all things that have the possibility of advancing the American people. And they are irate. They are irate regarding all policies that will advance, that will progress black folks, people that look like me. Their target now is the U.S. Postal Service. Their target presently is the U.S. Postal Service. Have you noticed how silent that lily white, white supremacy field GOP, the Republican Party? The GOP is actually multiplying the bullhorn that Trump is using to destroy, to denigrate, to taint, to discredit the U.S. Postal Service. That is the strategy of the 2020 campaign election of Trump and the GOP, is to discredit the U.S. Postal Service, to tamper with mail deliveries so that mail-in ballots will not be processed through the mail system quickly enough, and they will not reach the polling places before the deadline. Therefore, those ballots will not be counted. Essentially, they are intentionally preventing American citizens from having the right to vote. They are disenfranchising millions of Americans, my beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters. they are preventing easy access to voting. They are making voting in the midst of a pandemic very, very dangerous for the American people. They are closing polling places in black communities that serve black communities, making it much more difficult for black folks, people that look like me, to get access to the voting booth. They are tampering with the mail. They are closing polling places that serve black community, that serve brown communities. They are creating fake, ridiculous voter ID laws for black folks and for young folks to make it more difficult for black folks and young folks to vote. The Republican Party, the GOP, are a party of traitors, my beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters. When you intentionally prevent American citizens from having easy access to voting, then you are a traitor. That's what dictators do. That's what authoritarians do. That's what fascists do. My beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters. The Republican Party knows, the GOP knows that white folks are shrinking. The majority position of white folks are shrinking. The sperm count of white males reduces on the average of about 2% each year. It is more difficult for white women to become pregnant. Did you know that? That is factual. Do a little bit of research. It is more difficult. It is more difficult for white folks to procreate than it is for black folks to procreate. My beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters. White folks are only 1/10 of the population of this planet. The other 9/10 are black folks, brown folks, yellow folks, non-white folks. White folks are only 1/10 of the population on this planet. And that percentage is shrinking every year. In another 20 years, right here on this plantation called America, white folks will be a minority. They will no longer be the majority race. And they know that. Hence is why they are willing to do almost anything to maintain the power that they have in the U.S. Senate, to maintain the power that they have in the U.S. Congress, and to absolutely do anything to maintain the power that they have in the White House and on the U.S. Supreme Court. Do you know that Mitch McConnell and those white supremacy believing Republican senators have installed more than 200 white supremacy believing judges on the U.S. federal courts. They have installed more than 200 of those white racist bastards on the U.S. Supreme Court. And these folks have lifetime assignments, my beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters. That is the trouble that the Republicans have created for all of us. That is the power grab that the Republican Party has been on a mission for the past 50 years to garner as much power as possible using any means possible to accomplish that. White folks are shrinking. They cannot procreate as rapidly as melanated people can. And I will say that again. White folks cannot procreate as rapidly, as efficiently as melanated people can. Power is the drug that these racist white supremacy believing Republicans are on. They are addicted to power. Power is the drug. And they are only satisfied, they are only living in that utopia when they are able to gather more power. Hence is more than 200 judges on the U.S. federal courts. More than 200 judges on the U.S. federal courts. How they will do almost anything to maintain control of the Senate and the White Boy House. Have you heard any Republican say anything regarding the 155,000 American citizens that have died from COVID-19? The Republicans are not saying anything regarding those 155,000 Americans that have died. Trump is not saying anything regarding those 155,000 Americans that have died. They're not interested in legislating. They are not interested in legislation that advance the American people. They are not interested in legislation that protects the American people. Do you know that they are the white supremacy believing GOP, the Republican Party, the U.S. Senate, are taking the $600 per week unemployment from the 33 million Americans that are now unemployed because of COVID-19. They want to take that away. They use the stupid rationale that $600 per week is more than these people would be making if they were working their jobs. In other words, they are saying that we want these unemployed folks to go back to their minimum wage jobs. We want these folks to go back to their $10 per hour jobs. Therefore, we are taking away the $600 per week unemployment that we have been providing for them the past 3 months. They want more Americans to be infected. They want more Americans to die. They are actually weaponizing the COVID-19 pandemic. They have weaponized it, allowing it to kill Americans. Do you know that one out of every 1,400 American citizens that have died from COVID-19 is black? People that look like me, people that look like you. One out of every 1,400 that have died is black. Do the math. Lots of black folks have died, my beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters. The more black folks die to the Republican Party, those are black folks that can no longer vote against us. The COVID-19 pandemic, the COVID-19 disease have been weaponized. It is a weapon for the Republican Party to use as a voter suppression, a voter removing tool, so that less black folks will go to the polls and vote in November. And the Republicans know that when less people voting means that increases their chances of winning elections. That's the rationale that these traitors, these mass murderers, call the Republican Party is using, coming out of their delusionist minds, coming out of their small minds, coming out of their crime-ridden personalities, their crime-ridden behaviors, etc., etc. That is why Republicans have always been totally against health care for all, because they see health care for all as giving health care to black folks, to people that look like me. And the Republican Party, the white supremacy believing Republican Party, want black folks to be unhealthy. They want black folks to get sick. They want black folks to die. They want black folks to be killed. Hence is why they are totally against health care for all. Hence is why they want to take away the $600 per week unemployment, because they see that as something that is benefiting black folks in urban areas, and they want to take that away. It angers Republicans. It angers Republicans. It angers white supremacists. It angers white nationalists when black folks advance, when black folks progress, and taking taxpayers' money of which black folks are taxpayers. But the white supremacists see that as giving something to black folks. And white supremacists do not want to give anything to black folks. They want to kill black folks. They want to exterminate black folks. They want to eliminate black folks. They want to keep black folks sick, unhealthy. They want black folks to die, to go away. The Republican Party have never been, is not now, and never will be in favor of justice for all. Hence is why they deny that systemic racism is endemic in all institutions, in all facets of life for black folks. Hence is why they deny that racism exists right here on this plantation called America. The Republican Party are not interested in legislating. The Republican Party is addicted to power. They are on a mission to sustain the power that they have and grab much more power by any means possible, my beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters. That's all I have on this one. Please go to thethrasherway.libsyn.com.